Hello everyone. Namaste, Namaskar, Namaskaram to you. I am Dr. Venkatachalam. I'm a cardiologist practicing in Bella Vista and Varunga suburbs of Sydney. And I wish to bring to you some important information that I wish to share today with regards to the COVID-19 pandemic all of us are facing worldwide. This is not a new problem. It's been there for about nearly 2 years now. And we are in such a phase that we are trying to come out of this crisis with various options and various steps we have been taking. I just wish to discuss a little bit, and thanks for your time today. I just wish to discuss a little more about what we can do, particularly focusing on the importance of vaccination that has been creating a terror in our country. People call me often asking me for opinion regarding whether they should go for the vaccine or not when the guidelines are so clear. Statistics are confusing, numbers are worrisome, and we all get into a bit of a state where we can't decide what's the right step. So let me see if I can help you with a few facts, and let me speak to you from the heart and tell you what the story is. So basically, this is a virus that's coming to kill us, to wipe humanity. We have to be aware of this problem. It's not a small problem. Every country has shown that same problem for a long time. Somehow in Australia we were exempted for so long, and it was not surprising that we had to bear the brunt as well, because it's a basic problem that involves every country in the world. So this is a virus which spreads as an airborne disease. What does that mean? It means it spreads through secretions from the nose and throat, from the mouth. We could speak, we could cough, we could sneeze, and that spreads around. And that spreads like wildfire, and there is no denial. Children can be affected, adults are affected, elderly are affected, people with heart disease more so. I get phone calls from people saying, should I be exempt from the vaccine because I've got heart disease? And I'm like, no, you cannot, because you've got to be safe. You're at highest risk of that. And the numbers are going crazy. To give you a simple idea, we've had about almost 1,500 cases in 24 hours admitted, and 1,400 are currently in the hospital admitted. Overall, you would say about 1,100 total deaths have happened, around 80,000 cases in total, and 18,000 are active cases. So this is ongoing. So we have to be aware of the fact that this is a big problem happening now. People say, I don't want to be vaccinated, I'm going to be sitting at home. How long can you sit at home without interacting with people? Is that normal? Is that even considered anything normal to do? It's not. So we've got to receive groceries, we've got to meet people, at least somebody's going to knock at your doorstep, right? So this is not any guarantee. Now, the fact remains that the disease kills far more than the treatment or the prevention, basically, that is the vaccine. Now, we have 2 vaccines, we may have a third one coming soon. The vaccines are here to protect us. Vaccines do not guarantee that it doesn't come to us, but it helps us react better and have less problems with the virus that invades into our system, affecting the lungs, the heart, and many parts of our body, many organs of our body. To give you a simple example, the basic problems with the vaccines we think are: 1, myocarditis or pericarditis with the Pfizer vaccine, which affects the heart, or clots with the AstraZeneca vaccine. How much is it a problem? How big a problem is it? So it affects less than 3 in 100,000. So it's not, you see, it's not a big problem. Whereas the chances that you will have a heart problem out of COVID, it's almost 3 to 5 times higher. So who's going to speak about that? Who's going to look into that? So that's why I'm saying that when you hear about side effects, do not panic. Anything you do in life comes with a problem, with a not 100% guarantee. You walk out of through the door, you can have something falling on your head. The ceiling could crash. So nothing comes a guarantee. You could be driving on the road safe and somebody else comes and hits you. So this is a problem like that. We have to face the problem. We need to protect ourselves. We need to be vaccinated. So instead of going into many numbers and figures, all I can say is that the vaccines are relatively much safer than the problem itself. It protects you much better. And the good news is that 50% of us in Australia, in New South Wales, have had at least the first vaccine, and 80% have had the first vaccine. About 50%, 47% in fact, have had the combination of the 2 vaccines. This is where we are going. We have to get protected and we have to be safe. The disease is bad, it kills. The vaccines are not as dangerous as the disease is. In fact, it protects a lot more. And the people with heart disease, blood pressure, diabetes, they are at highest risk. There's a small percentage of the population who are at high risk of any problems on the vaccination, which please feel free to discuss with your specialist or GP, and we can let you know. I'm not giving you a general information here about that because that creates panic. So if it is a specific problem you have to address, call your doctor, speak to them. The general message still remains: most of us are fine for the vaccine. I'm vaccinated, my family is vaccinated, most of my neighbors are vaccinated, all my patients are getting vaccinated. So here my message is to you to say that please protect us, protect everybody, and protect yourself from this disaster by getting vaccinated. I've done a poem on this, and I would like to just read out the poem for you. If that makes any sense, please look into it. I've called it Ecstasy of Normalcy. I'll start the poem for you now. 2 years into a different world with COVID, away from all norms of normalcy, so morbid. One wishes never to have coined a term boring. Mundane a life we thought now feels endearing. Far away into a land of despair and anonymity, shaking hands with none but a virus the enmity. Gone are the days of hugs and kisses, the bustle of friends that one misses. No festivals to celebrate, no invites to give, a struggle for many to breathe and even to live. Deep inside, one then realizes so very clear, normalcy was a gift so precious, oh dear. Everyone a potential carrier, despite every test. Our world has shrunk, confined to a nest. To dear ones, we held close in every thought of ours. Even a final goodbye to say, have the chance not. We will wait today for a day to return, for normalcy to return, classrooms to reopen for children to learn, parks waiting to be filled with fun and laughter, trees waiting to give shade, a traveler to look after, the morning rush to catch a fully occupied train. Every attempt to travel is now a dream in vain. Let's welcome normalcy in every form back again. Instill joy in our hearts, seek relief from agonizing pain. Let's rise together again and take this vow. Hearts together, to the good Lord we bow. Rare it is to be normal, what a paradigm shift. Praying for a normal day, our souls to uplift. So here, get vaccinated today to see a better tomorrow. Hugs and kisses back, and bid goodbye to sorrow. So again, my message is, my friends, we are here to help you. All of us here to help you. Call us if you have any doubts, but please do get vaccinated. This is the only way we can get ourselves protected and remain safe from this disaster from COVID-19. Thank you for your time. Please do call us if you have any questions, and please stay safe. Get yourselves protected. Wear your masks. Take all your personal protections on, and please get vaccinated. Go ahead.